Hey guys, Thomas from Region 10. Wanted to talk about volunteering at a Special Olympics or Unbelievable Athletics bocce event. So we're going to go over rules, we're going to go over scoring, and then we're going to demonstrate a game. The events that are offered, we've got Unified, which is partnered with a kid that is their typically developing peer with an athlete. We've got Partners, which would be two kids that are special needs. And then we have singles, which are done on a half court. We've got half court singles, and also we've got our ramp division for our kids that need the most help. As you can see the court here, if you look at it, we've got a box on each end. It is 60 feet long. The boxes start at the 50-foot mark and the 10-foot mark. So each box is 10 foot by 5 yards, which is 15 feet. And then you've got your half court right here indicated by the green cones. So if you're measuring and you want to practice this at home, or if you're at a school and you want to practice with your kids, coming out to a football field is super simple. Got it played with 8 large balls, of course. We've got 4 that are red, 4 that are green. When you come to the teams, they're going to be 2 balls for each partner. It doesn't matter which goes first, if they go like the first 2 and then the next 2, if they go one partner then the next, one partner then the next. That doesn't matter as long as 2 go to one partner and 2 go to the other partner. Usually we do a rock, paper, scissors to see who gets the Polina first. So whoever gets the Polina, they're going to throw it. They have to make it past 30 feet or the halfway mark. Then whoever throws the Polina throws out the first ball. Once that first ball is thrown out, then the second ball, or a ball from the other team, would be thrown out. So if red throws out first, then green would throw out next. And then whoever is furthest away, they throw again. So it doesn't matter if the red throws out first and then the green throws out and they're like 4 feet away and the red is 1 foot away. The green can keep going until they're closer. If they never get closer, then they'll be out of balls. Then we'll get to the red team then. When we're playing doubles, the winning score is 20 or 12 points. When we're playing singles, the winning score is 8 points. At singles, the kids play, because we're pressed for time, they will play for 20 minutes or 8 points, whichever comes first. And in doubles, they will play for 25 minutes or 12 points, whichever comes first. Let's talk about the Polina. If the Polina gets knocked, we're going to leave it where it is if it stays in bounds. If it gets knocked out of bounds, we put it back approximately where it was before. So let's play a game, and we'll go through the rest of the rules from that point and then show you how to score. So we've got Zay and Michael versus MJ and Jeff. Michael says he wants to go first, so we're going to let him throw out the Polina. Hold on. You can come all the way anywhere in this box. You have to get it past the green, okay? Yep. Let me get that bug off you. There you go. That was a great throw. See, he is past the green, but he is not as far as the orange. Now, let's say he threw it so far it went past the orange. We're going to pick it up and give him one more try. All right, you're going to try one more time because you got it past the orange. Another perfect roll. Okay, so since you threw out the Polina, you're going to get a red ball. All right, Michael, go for it. Stay behind the orange. You're in front of it. Get behind it. There you go. Way to go. Okay, MJ, get a green ball. Green ball. All right, it's your turn to go. Try to get as close to the yellow as possible.
Well, I did not mean to do that.
That's okay. All right. So as we look at the balls, the red ball is closer to the green ball. So the green team will go again. Jeff is going to try to get it as close to the yellow as possible. Okay. Now the green ball is the closest one, so now red's going to go. All right, Zay, it's your turn. Now let's look at it. The red is closer than the green. So now it's green's turn. MJ, it's your turn. So now the green is closer than the red. Good throw, MJ. All right. Michael, it's your turn. Try to get really close to the yellow. Now Michael did not get closer to the yellow ball, so it's still red's turn. So Zay, it's your turn. That was a great throw. So green is still closer, but red made it very difficult for them to score more. Jeff, it's your turn to throw the last ball. Now, did y'all see how Jeff scooted over so he could get a better angle? That was an awesome job. Now, let's look at the balls. Now, the way it's scored is whichever team is closer gets a point for every ball that's closer than the next color. So right now, we've got one green ball that's closer than the red ball, and there's no other green ball that's closer. So that would be green gets 1 point. Now, if that ball was over there, and this ball was right here, we would be looking at 2 points for green because we get 2 points and then the next closest ball is red. If this one was right here, that would be 3 points for green. Now let's go over a couple more scenarios. Let's say as somebody threw it, it knocked the Polina. Now that's fine if the Polina stays in the court, but let's say that the Polina gets knocked out of the court. All you would do is pick it up and put it back approximately where it was. You just drop it. So if it gets knocked out of the court, you're going to put it real close to where it was. Obviously, you're not going to know exactly where it was. Just be as close as possible. Now, let's say we got two balls that are very close. You can't even tell by looking. Every court is going to have a measuring tape. And as long as you're consistent, it's fine. You can either measure from edge of the ball to the center of the yellow ball, which would be 8 and 8. I put them exactly. Hold on. Should be 8 and 8.5. Or you could measure to the edge of the ball, which would be 6 3/4 and 7. So as long as you're consistent and you measure the same way every time, that is fine because you're still comparing apples to apples as opposed to apples to oranges. Originally, when they threw, green had 1 point. So let's go over and give green 1 point. So green's team is MJ and Jeff. So on the sheet, this is what the sheets look like. It's white. They got 1 point. You just mark out 1 down here. Okay? So let's play another round and see what that looks like. All right, boys. Pick up the balls and go to the other end. We switch ends whenever after each round. So they're going to pick it up and go to the other end for the second round. And since the green team is the one that scored, They get the Polina first. Green team gets to go first. Jeff, you want to be the one to throw out the Polina since green team gets to do it this time? All right, get on up here. You can come all the way up to the orange. And remember, you got to get it past the green. So let's look at this. This is a good example. He did not get it past the green. So he's going to try one more time. So there he goes. So he threw it out of bounds. This was his second time. So we're going to give his teammate one time to try it. And if his teammate can't do it, then we're going to give it over to the other team to start. Come on, Jay. Get it past the green. That's okay. Did it get past the orange? It didn't get past the orange. Great roll. All right, red ball. Good roll. Okay, so who's closer, guys? Y'all can tell from here. Who's closer? Green or red? Green. Green is closer, so red gets to go. Good job. Green is still closer, so red goes again. All right, boys, green is still a little closer, so red goes again. Good job. So now red's all out of balls, so green's going to see if they can score some more. All right. All right. Now, hold on. You're out of bounds. Stay in bounds. Good job. Now, when they're close like this, you can sometimes stand in the middle and see which one is closer. I'll measure it, but right now the red is closer than the green. I can see that with my eye. So green is going to score 1 point again, but I'm going to measure just to be on the safe side. So we've got 33.5 inches to green and 28.5 inches to red. So red is closer than the second green. So green is going to get 1 point. Let's come on over and score that real quick. So green got a point. Let's say in the next round, red gets 3 points. You would just go right back here and you're marking off each point as they go. You don't put, like, if it's the third round, a 3 in the 3. These are to mark off the points as they go. Okay, guys? So let's say it's been 25 minutes and both teams have 10 points and the round just ended. It's been 25 minutes. Well, remember I said it's either 25 minutes or 12 points? Well, somebody has to score in every round, so we're just going to play one more round because there is no tie in bocce. It's just like baseball. There is no tie. So we're going to play one more round, and whoever wins that round wins the match. So let's play one more round, guys. Okay, we're tied up. It's 25 minutes past. So this round is the grand champion of the world. Good job. All right, red, you're up. All right, red is closer, so green, it's your turn. Oh, he knocked your red ball out of the way, Michael. Look, he knocked your red ball out of the way. So, Zay, you're up. Oh, now red is closer because Zay knocked the green out of the way. Good job, buddy. Oh, green is closer. Zay, you're up. All right, green is still closer, so red's up again. Michael. All right, MJ, you're up. See if you can't get more points. All right, let's look at these. I believe all 4 of the green balls are in front of the first red ball. So this is going to be 4 points for green and 0 for red. Now let's say, I'm going to do another example. Let's say the Polina is over here close to the edge. The green ball is right there, and the red ball is right here out of bounds. Obviously, the red ball is closer, but the red ball is out of bounds, so it doesn't count anymore. So this would be a point for green. So just wanted to throw that out there in case that ever happens. So let's go look at the scoring. My green team scored 4 points. So final score would be 14 and 10. Then you would take this sheet up to whoever is the moderator, whoever's taking the sheets. You'll take it up to them. They're usually in the front of the competition. And then once you give them the sheet, another person will give you the sheet for the next game. You'll take that sheet to whoever's doing the announcements, and they will call those people to your court. So as you can see, this is on court 3. There could be up to 36 courts. So whoever's got the microphone, they will call out whoever's coming to your court next. Each team during these round robin tournaments are going to play at least 2 games. You might see the same kids come back and play a second game with you. And that's okay. At the end of the entire division of the round robin tournament, then they'll be called out to get their awards. So everybody in the division has to play before they get their awards. So if we're looking at this, final score 14 to 10, you take this, turn it in, you get your next one, and then go over to whoever has the microphone. And from that point, they will call people to your court, and you just go back and meet them. Sound good?